Welcome to Blue Collar Crypto. My name is Sue Roscoff, and Blue Collar Crypto is a show that we bring to you live from the World of Ability Podcast Network every Sunday at 4 o'clock and at 5:30 p.m. Central. And our wonderful host, Tim Trozian, is typically here every week, but today I get the pleasure of standing in for him. So we have a unique episode today. Blue Collar Crypto often is about different ways you can get ahead in life. Blue collar workers, how can you make extra money? How can you find the ways to do better for yourself, for your family, for all the things that you're involved in? I've got something for you today. So, have you ever heard of Just Between Friends? JBF for short. Just Between Friends is a consignment sale for kids' items. How many people do you know that have kids? Did you notice how fast kids grow? You need all that baby gear, baby clothes, and then, oh, wait, now they're a toddler. And, oh my gosh, look how fast they're growing. They grow like a weed, and their interests change, their needs change. And that is how JBF got started. It's kind of that idea of, it's not hand-me-downs, and it's not garage sale. It's kind of somewhere in between all of that, and it saves money, it saves families, it gives families a way to make money, to really do some good things here. I'm going to actually share my screen and show a little bit more about what this is. And part of it is that I participate with JBF, and I not only sell items there, I also work there. So you have options. There's lots of different things that you can do with JBF, and one of them is actually being employed. So I have a lot of fun working at these events. They are basically a pop-up sale. You can see the pictures going through here, so you get an idea of at least some of the things going on. But JBF is all over the place. They are a franchise, and they are all things kid related. So let me actually pop over here first and kind of just give you an idea of locations. Big savings, easy selling. I'm telling you, they are located across the country, 150 events nationwide. And when you buy items, you basically are going to get new or like new items. Mostly it's gently used items, and you can purchase them at 50 to 90% off of retail. Yep, you heard that right. Amazing savings. And wherever you are, look at all those locations. Now, obviously, there's some areas where there are not locations yet. And I say yet because it's a franchise business that is spreading quickly. And realistically, if you like what you hear and want to know more, there's opportunity for franchises still across the country. Even with all these locations, I'm located in Wisconsin. There are quite a few locations here now, but let me see if I can scroll in enough so you can see. I mean, look at just in the Minneapolis area how many different locations there are within Minneapolis. Scrolling a little too far. So there's one, so looking at Wisconsin here where I'm located, I'm near the Milwaukee area. There's one up in Eau Claire, one up in the Oshkosh area, one in Madison, and right here in the Milwaukee area. Just so happens that for where I live, I'm pretty equal distant between these three locations. So there's a Milwaukee. Let's see if it comes up here. There's Milwaukee, there's Waukesha. Oh, there it is. Now you can see. Waukesha is held at the fairgrounds. Basically, the three that are closest to me are all held at the fairgrounds. Waukesha is at the Expo Center. Milwaukee is at State Fair Park. And the one that they call the Germantown Fort Washington sale is actually at the Washington County Fairgrounds. So all of these are, from where I live, pretty equal distant as far as how long it takes to get there. So I actually sell and work at all three. So the Germantown location is actually where I got my start. That's the way the timing all worked out. And oh my gosh, I love all three sales. They all three have different owners. And they all have just a slightly different flavor, but they're all the same thing, basically. So with these pictures that you see, I mean, families go there, you buy items that are for sale because consigners bring them in. What does that mean? It means that, like me particularly here, I say I've got a pair of pants that my daughter grew out of. As long as they're in good shape, like if there's any stains, rips, tears, any of that, it will not be accepted. It has to be in good shape or you cannot sell it there. So that is good to know as you're going there as a buyer. You know you're going to get good stuff. As a seller, if you have things that are in good shape that they just outgrew a little too quickly, you can sell them here. And you can figure on, like I said before, like 50 to 90% off of retail. So if it's something that you bought at the store for $10, or you can, if you don't know how much it is, go look it up. It is so easy to look things up these days. Google Lens. You can just take a picture with your phone using Google Lens of an item and you can find it online and get an idea of what it costs right now to buy that item, and you need to price it accordingly. When you go to these sales, it's not exactly garage sale pricing, because garage sales you can buy things for a quarter, 50 cents, that type of thing. You're not going to be quite that cheap here, but you are getting quality items. So a $10 retail item at the store, you probably will find anywhere between $1 and $5 as a tagged piece at this sale. Every consignor gets to price it themselves. If they think it's only worth $1, they can just put the dollar in there. If they think it's worth $5, they're going to put it at $5. So you're going to find some variety that way, and that's okay. That's all part of it. You're going to be able to sort through what you see. You are going to be amazed when you go to shop at these events what you're all going to find. And it's not just clothing. It's toys. It's books. It's all the things. All things kid-related can be found there. So real quickly, I'm going to go ahead to the sell piece here. There's a tab that says sell, and when it's time for these events to take place, imagine being at a fairgrounds and you've got that big expo building. It's empty. Whoever is the franchise owner has the tables, the racking, all the stuff to be able to have people come in and set their items out or hang their clothing up. As you can see, like in this picture in the back there, all those clothing pieces, consigners brought them in. There could be, like at the local sales here, we might have 500 consigners coming in during the course of the drop-off time to bring in all of their items. They are responsible for bringing them in, having them ready to go, having them tagged appropriately, and they all get set out. And then once everything is dropped off, the sale will begin. So you can bring in clothing anywhere from infant to teens, toys, games, baby gear, books, puzzles, seasonal items, all those things. And when you look around on the website, you will find lots of how-to kind of things. They make it as easy as possible for people to be able to be successful, because if you as a seller are successful, then the event overall is going to be successful. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pop over to this tab so you can see that this is me logged in. Each consignor has their own consignor number. This happens to be my number, and everybody's got a unique identifier for themselves. That is what my number was at the beginning. That's what my number is always going to be. And that makes it easy then, so when I go to pick my items up at the end of the sale, whatever doesn't sell, I go and pick them up, and it will have all been sorted out by the employees there by consignor number. So it's real easy then to come back and get my unsold items, and I can bring them back to the next sale to try again. You might want to lower the price or do something different so that if it didn't sell this time, you maybe want to try another sale and see if it'll sell next time. But if it's not selling, lower the price, do something different. You can also have things go half price so that you have that much more opportunity to sell, because that is a thing too. When you are selling, you have the option of your items going half price at that halfway point in the sale. Let me pop over to, let me see here. Sorry, I'm trying to find on my screen real quick so I can share with you how that part works. So selling, you know what? I think I'm on the wrong one. Let me go here to, well, let's try the Milwaukee sale, because once you get signed up on and create your own login, you can pick different sales that are closest to you where you would like more information. And it has on here, like the Milwaukee sales coming up in March, starting on March 5th, Waukesha, March 21st. I signed up to work a bunch of the shifts. Let me just check out event details for Milwaukee. And again, you see rows and rows of clothing that's very similar to what you'll see when you go. The pictures you're seeing right now actually are not from there, but it is basically the equivalent of that. So let's see here. We're gonna scroll on down. That's what I want to see is view full schedule. Check this out. For the Milwaukee sale, pre-sale day is on March 5th. So you can buy a pass to get in early. And there's different options for that. There's ticket required to be able to be in the door first and get those best deals. Like if you're a brand new parent and you know you're gonna need to buy like a stroller and a crib and all the things, it's worthwhile to get that gold pass so that you can be first in and get that best deal, that those items that you know you need. It's worth it. Because if you're gonna save a couple $100 on items versus buying them new, and it costs you $25 to get in the door, that is worthwhile. So just so you know, those are options. And if you go to the end of the day there, I mean, really, it opens at 10 a.m. If you want to come in at 4 o'clock for free, if you're a first parent, grandparent, teacher, daycare director, hometown hero, first responder, there are ways to get in free on that first day. Or as an employee, if you want to put some time in and work these events as well, you get paid an hourly wage and you get privilege to be among those first in to shop as well. So there are options. And as you can see how the week goes on here, it's opening day then on Friday, open to the public on Saturday. Saturday evening, things go half price. And not everything goes half price. Only the things that those as sellers, if they want them to go half price, they can. What does that mean? Let me just actually switch to my other screen here. This is where you create your tags. You actually, with every item that you want to sell, you have to create a tag. So I'm going to pop on here where it says create tags. You pick the category of what it is. So if it's, say it's girls clothing, you say what size it is. There's a drop-down menu here for you to say a size. Put in a description, and I'm telling you right now, make it a good description, because gotta say, it does happen that your tag could get detached from your item. Obviously, we don't want that to happen, but it happens. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, literally like 100,000 items in the building. Tags, unfortunately, do occasionally come off of an item. We do our best to reattach them, but the only way we can do that is if you give it a good enough description that we can. If you just say clothing, you are out of luck. You will never get that tag reattached. If you say something like, let me go over to my tags. I just entered this one in. I'm trying to see if I can see it well enough to see the full description. And if I edit, check this out. I mean, you should put a season on here, so unless it's an item that, if it's only an item you can sell in the spring or only a winter item that you're only going to sell in the fall, then I would say put a season in here. Otherwise, I don't. But you designate the category, the size, what price do you want to sell it at? Do you want it to be reduced at the end or not? If you want to donate it, like if you don't want to pick your stuff back up at the end and you just want it to be donated to one of the donation partners, you can do that. You just click that button there. But like, for example, this one, it was a zero exposure swim trunks. Color from orange at the top to yellow to blue at the bottom. There's outline of sharks swimming around, a barbed wire pattern, orange string tie. I used all of my characters so that I could fill in as much information as possible, because odds are there's not going to be another one that totally fits that description on that's going to be that same size. It makes it easy to reattach that tag if it falls off. So what do those tags look like? I'm just going to show you that quick, and then I'm going to call it a day here with giving you descriptions. A tag looks like this. So when they are printed out, you have to print them out on cardstock. Paper doesn't cut it because it's going to just rip and be a mess. It has the category here. It has, but my seller number would be located here. I hope you're seeing my cursor move. This big D that's in a circle means that that's for a donate at the end. And so donate. You can either donate your items and not pick them back up, some or all, I don't donate mine because I want to sell them. So I will come back at the end of the sale and pick all my unsold items up. So my tags do not have that D on there because I'm going to come back and get them. The whatever description you typed in is going to be printed here, the size that you said, what price is going to be, and it'll show up on here as well. If you want it to go half price or not, it will say so. So if you do not, if you want it to stay full price, it will have a star on here and it will say full price. This particular tag does not show that. So when the sale itself flips to where it's the last half of the sale, when things can go half price, this item would then, if it hadn't sold yet, would sell at half price. So those are the basic pieces. It's a great win-win. And I think I have not mentioned, as a seller, you get to earn 60% of your sale price. So if you tagged something, if it's a $10 item, if you've priced it at $10 and it sells at $10, as a consignor, you will make $6, and the organization, the franchise, makes the other $4. They've got all their expenses to cover, the employees, the rental of the facility, all the things. But I'm telling you, I've done garage sales, and I've made buco more at these sales doing this. With all the time involved, with all the pricing, everything, I make so much more at this than I did when I did a garage sale. It's worth it. You do well. I've gotten to know families that have come not week after week, but season after season. They come back and they sell. They come and they buy. A lot of folks will sell enough items that basically the money that they make from the sales, they turn around and that's what they're using to buy the next season of clothing and stuff for their kids. So it really does help families. It's a recycling way of going about it. Rather than just dropping your items off at a local donation center, you can do this and you can save yourself so much money buying your kids the things that they need. It's amazing. It's impressive the amount of things that come through here, and it's a lot of fun. There are some really great people that you get to meet along the way and work with, and I've made some amazing friends. Even these consigners that I see them time and again, they get to be, it's interesting. The number of folks that I am now very familiar with, they know who I am, I know who they are. I've met their kids, for some, and it really does become a sort of a family atmosphere there where you can really see wonderful things taking place. People saving money, you celebrate with them as they find the best things at the best prices, and it is a win, 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 win. So if you're looking for a way to stretch your dollars at home, and you've got kiddos that need stuff, need clothing, need books, need strollers, whatever it is, this is a great way to save your family money. And on the flip side, then when you're done with those items, if they're still in good shape, you can sell them there. So there are so many great things you can do with this opportunity. I'm happy to share it out, and if you would like to know more, just reach out. My email address is abilityradio@gmail.com. Again, reach out to me at abilityradio@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to help get you hooked up with this, answer any questions you may have, because it's JBF season. Spring sale is coming in. The first one is going to be next week. So I'm excited. I'm getting ready. My stuff is out right now, and I'm tagging my things to get ready for the sale because drop off is on Wednesday. So if you want to see where those sales are near you, take a look on the website, jbfsale.com. Again, jbfsale.com. Get ready to have some fun and see great things happen. This is the Blue Collar Crypto Show, and normally hosted by Tim Trosian, but I have the pleasure of standing in for him today. And one more event I want to make sure to shout out. Everybody should know, if you are in Mesa, Arizona, anywhere in that area, or if you can get there next weekend, March 7th and 8th, 2026, the best event is going to be taking place. The Pickle Brawl. You heard that right. Pickle Brawl 2 is taking place in Mesa, Arizona next weekend. You need to be there because it is going to be amazing. The number of big names that are coming in for this, I'm going to pull up some information so you can see for yourself what the heck I'm talking about. Because the Pickle Brawl is going to be the most interesting, unique, fun event you can possibly imagine coming up in a very short amount of time here. So the Pickle Brawl, let me see if I have that. I thought I had the downloaded the flyer handy here, but instead I will bring you to the LinkedIn event. If you're on LinkedIn and search for Pickle Brawl 2 with no spaces, just Pickle Brawl 2, and look at the events, you will find it. And I'm going to share my screen so you can see just a bit about that. Pickle Brawl 2. And there it is. This is the Pickle Brawl Challenge, Saturday and Sunday, March 7th and 8th. And it's at Dink and Dine in Mesa, Arizona. There's going to be so much fun happening there. Just go to the site. Go check out dinkanddine.com. All of the info is there. Here's the address. It is going to be a wild and crazy fun time with some really big name folks attending, hosting, playing. I can't even tell you all the details because I don't know them all. It keeps changing. I keep hearing new faces, more names, all these people that are going to be coming and participating in this event. If you can be there, you've got to be there. You're lame if you say, I'm not going to bother. You got to go. Everybody's doing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot happening online to participate as well so that you can do it from wherever you are, but nothing beats being in person. So check it out, share it out, enjoy all the things that are going on there. Whew, lots going on. My name again is Sue Roskoff with the World of Ability Podcast Network, standing in today for Tim Trozian with Blue Collar Crypto. We'll see you back here next time because we're here every Sunday at